What's good everyone, it's Mudger here. Let's talk platinum snipers. Same challenge as pretty much every other gun, long shots. Obviously they're snipers, so it is relatively easy. I honestly, when Shoot House came out, I expected to do all of this in Shoot House, but I didn't, and we'll touch on why a little bit later. But for now, let's run through the usual class setups that I use specifically to get long shots. Like I just said, they're snipers, they're not too tricky to get long shots with, it's really not difficult. I personally prioritise bullet velocity just because of the game modes that I chose to play to get this done. That is literally the only reason. All of these snipers are capable kind of as is to get long shots. They're snipers, that's what they're made to do. There's nothing kind of horrendous in terms of a sniper rifle that is like 2 shots, something like the Dragunov. You're not going to find that. They're all decent. They all vary. Some better than others, but that's the MCPR out of the way. You could build this pretty much however you want. It's a pretty decent sniper rifle, no real complaints with it. Next up is the Victus. Again, pretty decent, no real complaints. If you've already got it gold, then you'll have a preference in how you want to build it anyway, but once again I just tend to prioritize damage range just because it's easier. That's literally the only reason. And like, you can put whatever you want on, the chances are it will get a long shot. The sniper rifles are built for long shots. What more do you want? Signal 50 was probably my least favourite to get platinum. It wasn't bad, I think I'm not a fan of the gun. The bullet drop on it seems to be like highly exaggerated. I don't know if that's just my eyes, but I definitely felt like I wasn't hitting shots that I may have previously been hitting. I don't know if that was just me being tilted, having done all of these essentially like one sitting. It just didn't feel like it really hit like it should. But still, I think I got it done in like a game, maybe 2 games. It wasn't bad, it was just more annoying than others. The LAB and the final sniper rifle, whose name has escaped me, is definitely the ones where you're really going to want to prioritise bullet range damage if you haven't been already. They're a little bit weaker, they're still more than capable of hitting those long shots. It's just a case of they do, on occasion, get a few more hit markers than you may like. Still not a challenge in my opinion, it really wasn't too bad. But that is how I'd build it, personally. I've seen a few people switch out the optics. I did play around with the optics on this, but honestly, for the sake of having an extra attachment slot, I just left it as it was. SBX 80 is the final sniper rifle, similar to the previous one, a little bit on the weaker side, I guess you could say. None of them are like super weak, but it's probably noticeable if you go from those first 3 sniper rifles to these 2, you'll notice it a little bit more than perhaps if you just started with these. But honestly, not too bad. Again, you are going to get a few hit markers. It's not going to be able to do some crazy long shots like you might be able to do with the others. There's nothing wrong with it, perfectly capable of getting those long shots. Now, if we talk about maps, or rather modes, because usually at this point I would give you what I think are the best maps to get your long shots on. I honestly thought when Shoot House came out, I thought I'd do it all in Shoot House. I was expecting a very similar experience to Modern Warfare 2019, where it was all very long shot based, all camo challenge based, a lot of people sitting on those walls down the central lane. Obviously, if you played Shoot House, you know that's not the case. People are much more willing to run and gun, which is great from a fun perspective, but from a long shot perspective, not so much. You get the odd lobby where people are going for long shots and it makes it quite easy, and if you were willing to maybe lobby surf or work on other guns, and then when you think you're in the sort of lobby where you can get some long shots, switch to a sniper rifle, you could do it that way. I actually went into Ground War. I tried Invasion for a single match, but Invasion is a lot more chaotic. It's great for leveling weapons still, kind of, but then you've got the bots to contend with, there's a lot more going on. Whereas Ground War, because you have the flags, it encourages people to gather around an objective, even if they're not actively taking it. You have the transport helicopter to get you into some nifty little places. There's a lot more people also going for long shots, whereas Invasion, you're going to encounter the people leveling up their ARs and their LMGs, which is completely fine. It's a lot more of a sniper fest in Ground War. It makes it a little bit easier to find your shots. A lot of long range engagements, a lot of definitely a slower pace. and the flags are a great vantage point for you to scope in, see if anyone's around or see if anyone's trying to get to them. I definitely had more joy in ground war than invasion. I did it all in ground war. No matter the map, they all, for the most part, were relatively kind to me, and if you get a good lobby, there's no reason you can't get 25 long shots in a single game. But that is Platinum Snipers out of the way, done and dusted. As always, any questions, queries, concerns, drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.